I imagine most of you watching this don't actually want to look like a bodybuilder. You're not trying to be massive or live in the gym. You just want to look lean, have a bit of muscle, and actually look like you train. The kind of physique where you look good in normal clothes and even better without them. But the problem is, most of the fitness industry pushes you in the complete opposite direction. More everything, more training days, more exercises, more food, more size. And yeah, that might work for some people, but for most, it's not realistic and it's definitely not sustainable. So if your goal is to build a lean, athletic, and aesthetic physique, here's how it actually works. 3 simple phases, no bullshit. First phase, you need to get lean enough for your muscle to actually show. Then you can add a bit of cardio in if you want, but don't overdo it, and you don't need to overdo it. A few decent walks each week. If you want to do them on a treadmill, I'd do them on an incline. But that's more than enough for most people. Now, once you've leaned down, phase 2 is actually building the physique that gives you that look. Because if you just lose weight without building muscle, you'll just end up looking like a skinny runt. Kind of not what you want. The look most people want comes down to a few key areas. Broad shoulders, a wider back, and a tight waist. That V shape. Upper chest so your physique looks solid instead of flat. And then things like forearms and neck that people massively overlook, even though they make a massive difference in how you look day to day. So your training should reflect that. Focus on movements that build those areas. Pressing on an incline for chest, pulling movements for back, lateral raises for shoulders, rows for thickness. Keep it simple and actually get strong at them. You don't need loads of exercises. You just need to get better at the right ones. For me, training 3 times a week works well. Push-pull legs, that's enough if you're actually putting good solid effort in. Most people don't need more. They just think they do. Then phase 3 is where most people mess it up. Actually eating enough to grow. Once you're lean and training properly, you need to give your body a reason to build muscle. That means eating slightly more than you burn. Not going mad and stuffing your face, just a small surplus so your body has that extra energy to grow. Trust me, years back, I made that exact mistake. I used to plow as much food down my neck as possible. Then, yes, I grew more muscle tissue, but I also gained a lot of body fat. The negative is with that, your diet's going to be a hell of a lot longer, but it's also going to be a lot more restrictive. And then the likelihood of you eating into that hard-earned muscle tissue is going to drastically increase. Think of it like this. Training is the signal. Food is the building material. If you're not eating enough, nothing's going to happen. The key here is control. You don't need to bulk and get fat. Just slowly build up while staying in decent shape. Then when body fat creeps up again, you tidy it back up and you repeat that process. This is called a mini cut. You go aggressive with your diet for 4 to 6 weeks, cut it back, strip as much body fat as possible in the shortest amount of time, and then you can go back into your bulk. That's how you actually build a solid physique over time. Not just with a quick fix, just doing the basics properly again and again and again until it shows. That's your lot. Thanks for coming. Peace.